There's also AUM growth at 40 to 50% over 3 years. We connected with the SKS Microfinance Management, and this is what they had to say. And on the back of that, that one's too holding out very smartly, 1.5% of an uptick coming in there. And IFCI, we addressed those flashes about the disinvestment there and the stocks reacting positively, close to 3% of an uptick coming in on IFCI. Let's continue getting trading ideas to you then from Sameet Chauhan of Angel Broking. Sameet, what is it that you would have on your list in terms of recommendations?
Good morning, Kamya. We have two buying recommendations. First one would be on REC for a target of 239 and stop loss would be 218.6. This stock has rebounded from its strong support zone of 200 in last couple of weeks. After the consolidation of nearly 4 to 5 days, it's on the verge of giving a breakout on minor degree charts. Considering the price activity along with the volumes, we expect this breakout to happen soon. Thus, we have a target of 239 for REC. Our second recommendation would be to buy M&M for a target of 1315 and stop loss can be placed at 1240. Recent correction in the stock precisely halted around at 78.6% retracement of the previous up move. Looking at the current price action, it appears that the stock is on the verge of giving a breakout from 1284, which is the near-term resistance. Thus, with an anticipation of this, we are recommending to buy for a target of 1315. And our final recommendation would be to short Aurobindo Pharma for a target of 840 and stop loss can be placed at 901. This stock has been outperforming stock since last few months. However, looking at the daily chart structure, it appears that the prices are now exhausting around its resistance zone of 880 to 890, which is the 127% retracement. Considering today's price action, we expect an immediate correction towards 840 in Aurobindo Pharma.
Okay, those are some trading ideas coming in from Sameet Chauhan. Quickly take a look at the markets, and clearly it's the broader markets that is managing to hold out in the green zone, and the Nifty as well as the Sensex has slipped into the red and probably trading at the day's low at this point of time. But the small cap and the mid cap space both are managing to hold out in the green zone, gaining in fact about 0.3%. Some stocks that are giving a helping hand there is clearly Den Networks from the small cap space, gaining good 7%. McLeod Russell is the other counter to watch out for, 3% of an uptick coming in there. Opto Circuits also added up to the gains of about 2.5%. Tata Coffee, OMDC, HCC, all these stocks doing very well. On the downside, it's Shrey Infra as well as ERA Infra. Both these stocks are losing about 5 to 4% Kaveri Seeds also losing in today's session, 2.5% down in trade. Parsnath from the real estate space is also trending lower. IVRCL and Radico Khaitan, both these stocks also losing about 1%. But let's continue getting those trading ideas to you. Mitesh Panchal as well as Sumit Bagadia now join in to share their perspective as well and the recommendations. Morning to both of you. Mitesh, tell us, what is it that you would like to recommend to our viewers?
See, as far as the recommendation is concerned, all the three calls are on the buy side. First is a Coal India. If you look at the chart pattern of Coal India, since last 3 to 4 trading sessions, it is trading in a narrow range between 318 on the downside and 325 on the upside. However, during today's trading sessions on the 15-minute chart, it looks like that if stock manages to trade above 325, then there are strong chances that stock will enter into a new trading range between 330 to 335. Looking at the kind of patterns which I am observing on the 15 minutes and 30 minutes chart, it seems to me that in the second half of the day or probably tomorrow morning, we will get these levels. So one can go long in this stock with a stop loss of 315 for a potential target of 335. Second is an L&T. If you look at the chart pattern of L&T, since last 15 trading sessions, to be very precise on the price front, L&T has formed its bottom at 1264 levels. So stock is holding a very strong support between 1262 to 1270, and since last 3 trading sessions, somewhere the region of 1300 and 1310 is acting as a stiff resistance. But on the 15 minutes chart today, stock witnessed a price volume breakout. So if stock managed to trade about 1308 to be very precise on the price point, then there are strong chances that we may get the stock likely to get into a new trading range. So with this price volume breakout, I have suggested to go long in the stock with a stop loss of 1250 for a target of 1350. My last buy recommendation is VDL. If you look at the chart of Vedanta, stock has spent close to good amount of time, 10 to 15 trading sessions between the price range of 80 to 85. So stock has built a very strong base. After that, if you look at the weekly chart, stock is forming higher top, higher bottom formation. So one can buy the stock with a stop loss of 88 for a target of 100. However, if you hold the stock for the January expiry, we may see target closer to 150 to 120. So for January expiry, one can expect 150 to 120, but in the next 3 to 4 trading sessions, 98 to 100 is an achievable target.
All right. Sameet, what about your ideas?
Hi, good morning. We feel that market can move up from present levels. So we have few of the buy recommendations and one of the sell recommendation because that looks weak on charts. So as far as buy recommendation are concerned, I feel that Bharat Forge is good on charts. It looks good on charts. So I think from present levels, we can see a good amount of appreciation in Bharat Forge in which it can move up till 970, 980 levels. So for trading perspective, one can initiate long position in Bharat Forge at 910 levels or on dips in prices till 900. Bharat Forge is a very good buy with the trading stop loss to be placed at 880 rupees on lower side for the upside target of 970 rupees in next 1 week to 10 days time horizon. Well, the second stock for the day which looks good to me is Dr. Reddy. We have seen a sharp correction in Dr. Reddy in past 1.5 months, but from past 2 to 3 days, stock has given a good amount of bounce back from lower levels. That from 3000 levels we have seen a move of around 100 to 150 levels, and in which it's presently quoting at around 3130 levels. So for a trading perspective, we feel that the same upside move can continue from present levels too. So for a time horizon of 3 to 4 days, I think one can initiate long position in Dr. Reddy at CMP, that means 3130 levels or so, with a trading stop loss to be placed at 3070 rupees on lower side for the initial target of 3200. And if 3200 is taken away on closing basis, then further upside rally can be seen till 30 to 50 levels in next 1 week or so. So Dr. Reddy looks good on charts. One can initiate long position at CMP. Well, the third stock that looks weak on charts is KSCL, Kaveri Seeds. Well, Kaveri Seed is bearish, and continuously from past few months we have seen that the stock has been making new lows. Presently, it's quoting at around 340-45 levels. We feel that the Kaveri Seed counter is still weak, and on lower side we are expecting prices to test levels of around 300 or 290 levels. So for trading perspective, I think one can initiate sell position in Kaveri Seed at the current market price, or if there is a small bounce back in prices to 350-355 levels, then that should be used as selling opportunity with the stop loss to be placed at 370 rupees on higher side for the downside and initial target of 310 rupees. And if 310 is taken away on closing basis, then further downside can be seen till 290 rupees. So overall, Kaveri Seeds looks weak on charts. One can initiate sell position.
That's a call coming in and some trading recommendations from Sameet there, and who's placing 2 buy calls and 1 sell call. But away from equities, let's shift focus then to commodities space, and Bharat Kumar is the director at Global Financial Markets. He now joins us on the show to share a few ideas in the commodity basket. Bharat, good morning. Great to have you with us. First up, if you can share your strategy on gold.
I think in case of precious metals, especially gold, the trend is very much range bound, wherein in case of COMEX gold, 1062 ranges will act as a very important support. At the same time, on the higher ranges, 1080 ranges is a very important resistance. So unless it breaks out beyond 1080 or 1060, we may see range bound trading pattern to continue for some time now. Even in case of MCX, I think it's range bound between 25,000 on the lower side and 25,250, 260 ranges on the higher side. So unless it closes on the either side, I think we may not expect trend establishing in case of M6 gold even. So I think one should adopt a range bound trading strategy wherein once it comes to around 25,000 upper ranges, one can go for buying with stops below 24,900, expecting around 25,250 ranges on the higher side. At the same time, one can go for even selling at somewhere around 25,250 with stops beyond 25,350, expecting around 25,050, 25,040 ranges on the lower side.
Okay, let's get in a strategy on crude, Bharat.
In case of energies, especially crude, I think the trend is still weak now that it is consistently trading below $38. I think we may see further lower prices even in case of MCX, and let's closes beyond 2570, I think we may see again market testing around 2300 ranges on the lower side. So in case of crude, I think one should still hang on to short positions. Maybe one can initiate short positions at somewhere around 2520 to 2540, which stops beyond 2570, expecting initially 2400 on the lower side, and then afterwards maybe even further lower prices.
Okay, Bharat, thanks very much for sharing those strategies from the commodity space. And here's an important disclaimer from our end. Please do consult your financial advisor before taking any positions in the stocks. Let's take time out to thank each of our technical experts as well for sharing their top trading ideas with us on Traders 20. We'll slip into a short break. On the other side, we come back with BNSN Stock Key.